Oh, hi, podcast listeners. There's many ways you can listen to the Real Nerds Podcast. You can subscribe on iTunes. You can also subscribe on Stitcher Radio. You want to send us a Twitter message? You can do that. It's so easy, at Real Nerds. Like us on Facebook, Real Nerds Podcast. You can visit our website, realnerdspodcast.com, where there'll be a lot of articles for you to not only read, but to listen to our previous shows. Do you like your stories told through pictures? Then you can also follow us at Real Nerds on Instagram. You can also call us, 720-6nerds5. Thanks for listening and enjoy the show.
Camera, action!
Well, a real nerd knows who shot, and a real nerd can follow the plot, and a real nerd can...
talk film! I'm sorry.
Take it outside.
Well, a real nerd knows who shot, and a real nerd can follow the plot, and a real nerd will give it all they got. Lights, camera, action! Real nerds.
Heyo! This is Real Nerds Podcast, the best movie podcast on the internet. There is no metric for that, so just take my word for it. I'm Ryan. I'm joined by Brad.
We don't need to prove it to you.
Yeah, just know that it's happening.
Yeah, it's a fact. Well, go look it up in the encyclopedia. Do the work yourself. Best movie podcast on the internet.
Yeah.
It's been that way
And-
for like 40 years. Okay.
Yeah. Guaranteed the best one on podcasts ever.
Yeah, we did the work. We don't have to do any more.
Exactly. Every week on Real Nerds Podcast, we see a new movie and we podcast our experience to the world. This week, we went to the movie Saw X. I realize that that's really hard to say when you say the same word twice, but they mean two different things.
We saw.
We saw. Is it 10 or X? I keep on forgetting. How do they pronounce it?
It's 10. I mean, it's just Roman numeral 10.
Yeah.
I mean, you can
But do
say
they
either
call
one, but we know what it means.
They call it Saw X or call it Saw 10? What's the official title?
I've never heard a trailer say it, so I think it's up to
I
you.
know. All right. I love being in charge. But yeah, we see a new movie. We recommend the film or not, play the trailer, then spoil it. We also talk about movies we've watched throughout the week and movie news that has trickled down from Hollywood land. Brad, how was your week?
Just, busy work. How's yours?
Yeah, super busy. I can't. It's like all I do is work, and then run my kid around. And today we got this new cat about 6 months ago, and he's been acting really weird the last couple of days. So my wife took him to the vet, and he might have kidney failure. So hopefully, hopefully he'll be all right.
So young.
We'll see. Yeah, I know. He's only like 6 months old.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, we did pay $5,000, so.
To get him all like shotted up and healthy, and then.
Yeah. I don't know. My wife said that the vet contacted her and that he's doing better. So I don't know if he got into something or what. I looked around our house. I don't see anything that's been chewed or I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
But-
sometimes they're just built like that.
Yep. He might have to have special food or something because he has something wrong with his kidneys. I don't know. Hopefully he'll be okay. And, just keep going. That's all you can do. And work overtime now.
Hey, just out on the road, just being like, these hours are going to my cat.
Yep. That's pretty much what I did today. And go, oh, yay.
And my chinchilla's sick too.
Oh, no.
Like for the third year in a row, like the same time of year, he's not doing well. So
That sucks. Yeah, I almost like this is like a weird thing I was thinking. He caught a mouse like 4 or 5 days ago, and then he started acting weird, and I was thinking if someone maybe poisoned this mouse and it ran into our house, like got in somehow, and then he, bit into it and he got poisoned somehow. You know what I mean?
He absorbed the poison. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So I don't know. And, we don't really get mice coming in our house very much anymore because we have 3 cats. So it was weird that one got in and he got it.
But you
I
didn't
don't
see
know.
the mouse?
Oh,
Or-
no, I took it from him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it
Yeah.
was easy to catch because it was dying.
Yeah, and that, I think about it might be because he's still like a little kitten. So I don't know how great his, hunting skills are yet. But he was walking and I heard him because it was like 3 a.m. and I heard him like being crazy and he was walking around with this dead mouse in his mouth. So I don't know.
Poor fella.
Yeah, but hopefully he'll be okay. The vet seems to think he might be okay. My wife was super upset and thought she's going to have to put our cat down today. So avoided that. So that's a good thing. But now let's talk about people dying in really torturous ways.
Speaking of traps,
Yeah. We saw X this week. Brad,
Saw-
you
saw
recommend?
I saw 10, so
Oh, we saw different films. Shit. Do you recommend the latest installment of the Saw franchise?
yeah, it's not my favorite, but it's interesting. It's one of it's higher up there than others of them. It's almost like the indie film version of Saw, which is interesting to say considering it started as an indie film. But yeah, it had some good parts. It had some low points, and yeah, I enjoyed it for the most part.
Yeah, I'm on board with you. It's not the first one's still my favorite one.
For sure.
But this one's really close to being my second favorite one.
Yeah.
I'll talk about it later in the review. But it kind of surprised me in some parts. Here's a trailer for Saw 10.
The cancer is still spreading. I'm afraid there's nothing else we can do. There is one person who might be able to help.
Our program is a 2-pronged treatment outside Mexico City. The results have been stunning.
She saved my life.
You're in very good hands with us.
After that, what happens then?
Your whole life happens then. John Kramer.
According to these scans, the tumor was never removed.
How much time do I have?
Months, at best.
I still have a lot of work that needs to be done. Hello, everyone. It's time to play a game. You all pretended to cure me, but what I have planned for each of you is very real.
Peace came upon me. No light, no sound.
The only thing I have not provided is your anesthetic. But trust me, you will want to remain alert.
Of all the men to cheat, you picked John Kramer?
Please, don't hesitate. Place a big enough piece of your cerebral tissue into the glass enzyme tank. This will save your life.
So sweet, silent
This is not retribution. It's a reawakening. Live or die. The choice is yours.
Saw 10, we go back in time. We go back in between Saw 1 and 2, I think it is, in the timeline. And John Kramer is part of a, what'd you call it? Like a cancer support group, I guess?
Yeah.
Where they just go and, you meet people that are in a similar predicament as you. And he finds a guy who was in the support group with him and he appears healthy and he says there's this doctor, and she has this miraculous cure, and it's through all the stuff. So John Kramer does this research and goes down to Mexico to find it. And while he's there, of course, it isn't, because obviously the trailer gives it away. It isn't the cure that he's expecting, and he goes back to what he does, and he puts people in painful traps to teach them to be grateful to be alive. And you know what I really liked about this movie, and I did you see it at the Alamo?
Yeah.
Where they had at the beginning, the pre-show that was 20 minutes long of previously on Saw, and I forgot how convoluted it gets in the middle. And I'm trying to keep track of, the detective guy, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. It goes way off the rails. But this one is interesting because, it really makes you have sympathy for the John Kramer character if you didn't know that he already did like the death traps in the first Saw. But I thought that Tobin Bell was so good in this movie.
Oh yeah. Like he's the strongest, but like my favorite part of the movie actually is like if this was just an indie film about a cancer, like person dying from cancer and then just trying to teach his I guess abusers a lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's such an interesting dynamic of like there's no, I guess, protagonists in the movie. They're all in their own ways like shitty people, but
yeah,
John Kramer's the least shitty.
Yeah, which is weird to say about someone who, inflicts this kind of injury on people.
Yeah. It's that old thing of like, this Jigsaw doesn't kill people, like they kill themselves, but it's like, well, he does put them in a situation where they wouldn't normally be in to kill themselves.
Exactly. But, they did kind of strip it down. And besides, the eyeball vacuum thing, which ends up being kind of a red herring.
Yeah. It's not a real trap. It's just a fantasy.
That one happens, but there's no like real traps for, I want to say like an hour into the movie.
Yeah. I think halfway the actual game begins.
Which is kind of cool because you spend this time and you do feel this sympathy because Tobin Bell is so good, and you can see that he is, suffering from this disease, and he's just looking for that opportunity to be cured. And for someone to be taken advantage of like that, obviously he does stuff in an extreme way. But it's a fascinating story in that regard. And I was actually, Tobin Bell is so good. I had like a lot of sympathy for him.
Yeah. I just wish it wasn't so linear because, one of the cool things about the first movie is how, like it's a mystery. You kind of figuring it out as you go backwards. Like as the two guys unravel like what predicament they're in, you kind of learn what the past is for all those characters. And this one, it's very linear. You follow John from the beginning and then up to building the trap and capturing everybody. And then everything just plays out. And I thought that was actually kind of boring for a Saw movie to just be led along on a very, direct path.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from. When you place, one of the biggest mistakes the Saw franchise made was killing John Kramer really quickly.
Yeah.
Because now you paint yourself in a corner when you do a film like this, because
like, how do you do all this stuff in that short amount of time?
Yeah, exactly. Because he has to eventually get out of here and, be killed in Saw 3, which takes place concurrently with Saw 2 or Saw 4. I can't remember. But, I think you're right. I think why the first one, it will always be my favorite one is, it's gory and stuff, but there's a element of, a mystery to it, because there's the cops who are looking for these people, and you don't realize that time has already passed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, it's so much more grounded in a smaller film. Obviously, I think the first film's budget was like $1 million or something, but
yeah, they'll just tell you that like the doctor's story, and then hour in, like he's in a trap, or they don't show you the photographer's story for an hour, and then suddenly they're in a trap. Like they're in the trap, and then they have to figure out the clues to figure out why they're there, and that's not in this movie. Like once everyone's captured. I do appreciate.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I do appreciate that they kind of scaled it back too, where it's in one room. They're all responsible for getting themselves out of these, traps.
Yeah. Which I think they get progressively less, like, dangerous. I don't know. The first girl I thought got it the worst, and she was just like, an extra in the play that they're doing. I was like, man, she's like the main girl, the main doctor should have got the worst thing, but all she did was like get gassed, and that's like not that interesting.
Yeah, and I maybe forgive him because I was thinking that he didn't have as much time to set it up, so he used like what he could. You know what I mean?
I'm just wondering where he found the time to find like 20 gallons of blood to bloodboard himself with. Which also, I thought of a funny idea of because I didn't understand, like, did he really know that that's how it was going to turn out, or so did he plan to douse himself in blood? And if he did plan to get doused in blood, like, why did it have to be real?
Yeah, I think in my interpretation of it is he gave that one dude, the doctor's boyfriend, an opportunity to do the right thing, and he didn't.
Yeah. But he was supposed to be the second guy in that trap, right?
Yeah. So my guess, he was supposed to be the second guy in the trap, but he also gave him an opportunity.
Yeah, but he also anticipated that they'd both like not do the right thing, so they ended up in the gas chamber.
Yeah.
So.
And I mean, I guess that doctor, did she live? I guess she did, right?
I was like, she's got her head sticking out of that hole, but there's like enough space in the hole for the gas to get out anyway. So I don't know why they're not dead. Like, there's a clear hole in the little.
Or her hands or her body isn't burned up. I mean, there's a couple things about it that doesn't make sense. Maybe you have to inhale it. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's like in 24, it's like the gas you have to inhale, and then it gets you. But yeah, so she's just sticking her head out of that hole until someone finds her, I guess. So yeah, it's another unsatisfying thing is like she's the worst of them, and she's just sitting there like, I guess I can't pull my head in ever, so maybe she just starves. I don't know.
Yeah,
I imagine a lot of people are going to come looking for the rest of those bodies.
Yeah, because she even kills that one girl who beat the trap.
Yeah,
you go, man, she's kind of ruthless, and he still lets her escape because they do show that gas is being let out of that room, but I don't know how. Yes, the doors unlock. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, it's really unsatisfying that she got like the least like gruesome trap.
True. I agree.
Yeah, the one dude had to dig out his brain. The other one got like a radiation poisoning. Like,
yeah.
And she's just, like hers was going to be. She just gets like blood poured on her constantly. Which in that trap, you just move your head to the left or right, and you're fine. Like they even waterboarded that or bloodboarded that little kid.
I know. Poor little Carlos.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
But he's rich now, so he's fine.
Yeah. I mean, John Kramer did give him all his money. If I was John Kramer, I'd be like, I'll take my $250K and here's everything else.
Yeah.
But it was cool too, the moments with Amanda and stuff where, I mean, he's teaching her how to set up people to kill them, but it's kind of cool to have those moments, which I feel you never really got in the earlier films.
Yeah, they're a fun team. Yeah. It was really creepy when she was stalking Dr. Lady in her house.
Oh yeah, that was really clever how it was shot.
And they have that security cam shot where she runs across the top of the, like right above her and throws the rock down. That was cool.
Yeah. And I had a whole theater to myself when I saw it. It was so nice. But yeah, no, I had a lot of fun with it, and it's cool. Did I miss something in the post-credit scene? Because
I didn't read anything. Mentioned it. Did you leave early?
No. I watched it, but I keep on seeing these things online. I didn't read any articles that are pertaining to it. But is there some significance to him working with that detective guy?
I don't think it's significance. I think it's just kind of like another Easter egg of, oh yeah, this is how he started working with the detective guy. Because
Okay.
after the credits roll, I was like, really, he's not going to go back and get the guy like at home who convinced him to go on this journey in the first place? That's weird. And then I got distracted with like a error in my check, and suddenly like that scene played, and I was like talking to the server. I was like, oh damn it, what are these guys talking about?
Yeah, nothing really. I just thought maybe I missed something too because I watched it because I was the only one in the theater.
What like did he build like a Freddy Krueger hand that like cuts his own belly open? Is that what that was?
Something like that. Yeah, like it was, or maybe it was on his back, but it was definitely like some sort of razor hand that was to his lower body. And I'm guessing because it's pancreatic cancer that he said he had.
Well, that's interesting. I just assumed like that guy was in makeup or something. Like he was a plant for the doctor. And he just goes around to different.
He was. So he lifted up his shirt and he didn't have the scar on there anymore.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And then his back had like that Freddy Krueger razor glove kind of thing.
So Kramer's just playing with his little lie about having, let's, really have pancreatic cancer, but you're going to make it, I'm going to make it feel like you do.
Yeah, something like that. He really doesn't explain. At least I don't remember. And I saw it yesterday, so I think I would have remembered. But
yeah, I remember the doctor, the detective saying like, "Man, that's the worst luck of all the people you had to screw around with. You had to be John Kramer."
Yeah, he did say that. I think that was the last line in the film. But yeah, no, I liked it. It was cool. It was nice after. I mean, Spiral was okay too, but it was kind of nice to go back into that world and they embrace it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see more prequels with John and Amanda doing stuff, but also at the same time, it does stretch like, how can this guy who's super emaciated like construct all these traps in the matter of like, I think he even says like he had like 2 months to live.
Yeah.
So it's like he did, I don't know, 6 of the 10 movies worth of stuff in a. I guess he's an engineer and all. He can triangulate his own position in Mexico there based off the radio towers, but that's a lot of work for a short amount of time.
Yeah, for sure.
Even with Amanda's help, it's just a lot of industrial stuff. Yeah.
But it was fun. Like, I was pleasantly surprised how much I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I just wish it was actually on Halloween. Like, that was kind of the tradition of these movies.
Well, they're getting scared. When we get to movie news, I'll talk about it. But something's happening in movies that is scaring all the other films. And this is the movie news.
It's real news.
So it looks like the SAG actors strike might be resolving this weekend. But the big news until that happens is I was reading that Taylor Swift's Eras Tour concert is in line to be the highest grossing movie of the year, opening weekend.
Like more than Barbenheimer?
Yeah. It's right now its pre-sales are over $100 million. I read an article on Variety about it. So that's the people just pre-sale. And that's not talking about the people that are going to go see it just because. And I guess it's a way, if you couldn't afford the tickets to her concert, it's a way for all her fans to go see her stuff. Because I do know that she also broke a record last month. She was the first artist to have all top 10 Billboard songs were her songs in a week. So it's this culture phenomenon that I have no idea. I only know Shake It Off is the only Taylor Swift song that I know the chorus to. I don't know anything else about it. I know that she is very popular. I don't know how she got so popular. Do you know anything about Taylor Swift, Brad?
I know she's popular and that she re-recorded all her albums because of something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because her previous manager is a fucking dickhead and kept the money from her. So she re-recorded all her songs so she could make royalties off of it. So fuck that guy.
Who's her previous manager?
That Scooter Braun guy.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's like people just taking advantage of people, But yeah, I couldn't tell you a song. I know Shake It Off, like I said. I don't know anything else about her. But you know what? Good for her. she when she came to Denver, she generated something like $125 million in revenue for the city for taxes.
Yeah.
So she's her own like corporate entity. She works hard. I was reading that her concerts are like 35 songs long and over 3 hours. So, you know, she works her ass off. I will not be seeing probably the Eras Tour concert, but I'm very happy that people that love her will see it.
Yeah, it's weird. Like we're usually the pre-sale guys. Like we're part of that with the Marvel movies, and apparently, it's still making a ton of money without us. So
yeah, and it's just. I mean, obviously, we're not the target audience, but I think it's kind of cool that it's such a different film, and I mean, it's a concert movie, and that it's basically entered into this place that not very many movies go to, which is, I think what's cool about this year is whether it's Barbie or now Taylor Swift, is you're seeing more variety of films get that bump. And if you make a good movie, that people will see it. I've always been a firm believer of that. It has nothing to do with the superhero stuff. Just the superhero movies they make are good, and people will go see them. And just like Barbie is a good film, and everybody wanted to see it. So, yeah, I don't know how the Taylor Swift thing's going to go. I don't know if it's a documentary too, or it's just her concert, but I have nothing against her. Good for her.
I was looking up the highest grossing concert movies currently, and the top one is This Is It from 2009, Michael Jackson's.
The Michael Jackson one?
Yeah, worldwide, 261 million. And then the second one from 2011, Justin Bieber's Never Say Never with 99 million. So they're not traditionally they're not high grossers concert movies, but.
No, but I mean, and I'm guessing, and this sounds horrible, but the Michael Jackson one probably got a bump because they released it after he died.
Yeah.
So, again, I have nothing against Taylor Swift. I just don't understand how she got so popular. It feels like I'm late to the train, like, the Swift train has left and I'm still at the station. I don't know.
I'm just surprised with like how many people do go see her live show. Like there's still a ton of demand to just watch it on a screen. So
yeah.
Like it feels like something you could watch on streaming, but
yeah. I mean, obviously she did it right. I think she's the executive producer on it. So, I mean, it's going to make $150 million its opening weekend. So she definitely did it the right way.
Is it opening on Halloween? Is that why Hollywood's scared?
It's opening October 13th.
Oh.
And I know Exorcist, which opens this week, moved up a week because of it. And I'm pretty sure there's nothing after it. So it's like, it has the run of the theater for 2 weeks. So, good for her.
That's smart. That's how Barbenheimer worked.
Yeah.
Had a clear path after Mission Impossible. So,
yeah. So, like I said, good for her. Go Taylor Swift. We watch films throughout the week, and sometimes we like to talk about them and what we've been watching.
So, this is the stuff we've been watching.
Brad, what you got for me?
Oh gosh, I think I did see a lot of stuff. The most baffling of them was Expendables.
The new one.
Expendables.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the worst things I've seen.
Really?
And I don't like to like shit on movies, because I know how hard they are to make. Everyone goes in intending to make the best possible product, but wow, if you want to see like subpar green screen,
that's a bummer.
It's just like it just looks like the whole movie is shot in a studio.
Because the other 3 Expendables are pretty fun.
Yeah, the second one, Van Damme's the villain, and they've got like I think everyone from Schwarzenegger to Harrison Ford in it, or maybe it's just the third one.
No, I think you're right.
Yeah, but my favorite's the Van Damme one for sure. I thought the first one was kind of boring because it's just like he's trying to rescue that girl. So the stakes aren't from that terrorist organization. That's about it.
Yeah.
This one, shockingly, within the first couple minutes, Stallone dies.
Really?
He's he's flying their cargo plane on this mission they're sent on, and like it crashes and all the Expendables like run up to the exploded plane, and they show his like charred corpse, and you're just like, okay, this is probably a red herring, but I'll go along with this. And for a good 99% of the movie, it's like, holy shit, they did kill Stallone, but I can see it. Like he probably is done with these movies. So that serves as the impetus to like get Christmas, like, he's in trouble because he disobeyed orders and tried to save Stallone, which let the nuclear bomb get away with the bad guys. So he's off the team. And so he has to find his way back on the team, and they hire Megan Fox, his girlfriend, to be the leader of the new team. And so he's constantly like hitting her up for, secrets on how the mission's going. And then there's like a twist with who the bad guy is. And a lot of the dialogue is just snarky comments to each other, just needling each other in a playful way. And I'd say like 70% of it takes place on a ship, cargo ship. And it's like just relentless action scene after relentless action scene of people, making snarky remarks at each other. And it's just dumb. And spoilers, by the end, you find out that Stallone didn't die.
Dude.
After all, he wasn't the charred corpse. The charred corpse is a guy from the beginning of the movie when Stallone shows up at Christmas's house and says, hey, come with me. I lost my ring in a gambling thing, and I need you along for support to get it back. The guy lost it fair and square. He didn't steal it from me. I'm just going to politely offer him money to get it back. So they go to this bar and they meet up with the guy who's just a short guy who's just kind of surly. He's not interested in their bullshit. But because he won't pay them any attention, that annoys them. So they have a fight and a punch out, and Stallone gets his ring back. And then at the end of the movie, they like explain like, we thought that was you in the plane that crashed. Like, what happened? And it turns out Stallone put that guy, knocked him out, drug him on the plane, put him in the cockpit, and then jettisoned himself from the plane. And that dude died.
Hey, don't take his ring, bro.
Wearing his clothes. So like, and there's like just tons of jokes about that guy being a short guy. It's just like the most, alpha masculine attitude thing of just picking on this short guy just because he's like not friendly. It's like, they just murdered that guy for being a short guy. Like, those are our heroes. This whole movie, been trying to stop a nuclear bomb from blowing up, starting a war with Russia. A guy who fairly won a ring in a gambling thing. Yeah. Like, yeah. Stallone murdered that guy. Okay.
All right.
Your heroes, everyone.
Expendable.
Yeah. So that was, terrible. And then I watched a movie that you seem to like called Porno.
Yep.
It's fun.
It's a different
take on things. It's interesting to see like, all these religious people dealing with this like demoness thing.
Like I saw it 2018 at Telluride, I think.
Yeah. Low budget, but does a lot with very little. Takes place in a theater, all these concessions and theater projectionists all after hours. And when that dude gets like his, like balls exploded, it's just like, they show everything. And you're like, oh my God.
Yep. Why not? Go for broke, right?
Yeah. And then I watched, Aqua Teen Forever Plantasm, which is really fun.
Yeah, that movie's awesome.
Yeah. They upped the animation budget, and it was fun, like seeing the gang back together.
Well, I think, but when I saw it, I go, man, this is an actually hour and a half long continuous storyline.
Yeah.
It's not just random shit constantly.
Yep. So I'm going to rewatch it again. Cause I missed a couple parts. And then, I watched Neighbors on streaming, and I don't know if you've watched it on streaming, but it seems like it was a different cut from the movie I watched back in 2014 in the theater. I don't know if it's like an unrated cut or something, but it was like way raunchier than what I remember seeing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, was there a part where like Rose Byrne's boobs were like so swollen that like they had to like drain them, and so like they have like a prosthetic chest, and like Seth Rogen just gets like swirled in the face constantly?
I mean, I don't remember that part, but
yeah, I did.
I have the Blu-ray, but I don't even remember that on the Blu-ray.
Yeah, like there's like a ton of nudity with like a bunch of the fraternity dudes like running around the house. I was like, this seems like it'd be like a hard R.
Yeah, no, I don't remember at all. Now I need to watch it.
Yeah, check it out, see if it seems different to you. And then the last thing I watched was real quick was Friday the 13th in the theater.
No, sweet.
The Esquire, because they're doing a every Tuesday Halloween thing. And then the only thing I wanted to make is that the audience thought it was really funny.
What?
Like there's a lot of parts where there's laughing, which I get because in 4K, some of the prosthetics and effects aren't quite as solid. Like at one point, I probably noticed this before, but when Steve Christy like walks up to is it no, Annie's the girl in the forest, other A name. Alice. She's like working on the gutters.
Yeah.
And then she's got like her drawing pad down on the ground for some reason. And Steve Christy like picks it up. He's like, "Oh, look at this. You're a good drawer." It's like, why would that drawing pad be there? I don't. Why is it laying on the ground in front of the cabin while she's working on the gutters? Yeah, but yeah, and then there's like some creepy stuff at the beginning where Annie, she's getting into the oil dude's truck, and he's like one of the first things he says while they're walking is like, "Oh, you're a pretty looking girl," and then helps her in there, like puts her hands on her ass to like hoist her into the cabins, and the audience just like, ooh, like a collective like groan for stuff like that. And then there's like some of the acting later on is kind of cringe that people laughed at. So I just thought it was interesting. The most of the times I've seen it, people are just like dead silent. And then this time, it's a younger audience because it was like packed. Just the reaction to it just being kind of funny was kind of a 180 on me.
Yeah, I've never had a reaction where people just laugh at it.
Yeah, it was odd. What'd you watch?
I watched a couple things that I'll touch on. I'm still doing the Spooktacular Challenge, where I try to see a horror movie a day. And the random movie generator picked This Is the End for me. Nice. And I haven't seen that movie in so long.
I rewatched that recently too.
Funny.
Yeah.
The only part that I was like, oh, that doesn't age well is when James Franco talks about sleeping with Lindsay Lohan when she's drunk. I go, oh, that has not aged well at all. But forget that part. But I forgot that Michael Cera gets his ass and his dick sucked at the same time. And with Aziz Ansari, where he's like, I can't reach you, you're already in the hole. And when Craig Robinson goes inside, he says, I try to save Aziz, man, I tried. Or when the helicopter crashes and Craig Robinson holds up his finger, he's like, fuck your house, Franco, and it's just a little nick on him.
Yeah.
It's so funny. And, they're just all bad people, and it's just so funny watching it again. Jonah Hill, does it compel me?
Does it?
When I totally forgot that when he catches on fire, they throw the blanket on him and it just makes him catch on fire more.
Yeah. Yeah. And then later on when Danny McBride is a cannibal and he hauls out like Channing Tatum as his bitch.
And Franco gets picked to ascend, and then he flips everybody off and he drops him and he gets eaten.
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
And when Jay and Seth get accepted into heaven, like the beam cuts through the demon's dick.
Yeah. It's just everything about it is like funny. I'll come wherever I want, Franco. I'll fucking come on you. Oh shit. When McBride takes a gun and shoots everybody.
Yeah.
He's like the biggest fucking dick.
Yeah. You thought like his loaded. Yeah, they're just blanks. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in so long. It's really nice to revisit it. I randomly picked a movie on Netflix called Killer Book Club, and it's fucking awful. It's a Spanish language version of, I think it's trying to be like Scream, but it's about a killer clown, and I was hoping it'd be gory, but it's sometimes when people try to capture the feel of another movie, it just comes across as disingenuous, you know? And this one felt like it was trying too hard, and the kills weren't that great, and I was really discouraged. So then I just went into the bowels of Amazon, and I found this movie called Benny Loves You. And it looked like a little puppet holding a knife. And I was like, and I went online, I read about it, and the star of it is also the director, the editor, and he did all the CGI for it. I was like, well, you know what? Fuck it. This guy seems like he worked really hard on this. I'll check it out. And it looks like a puppet, but it's really not a puppet. This guy still lives with his parents. On his 35th birthday, his parents both die in like an accident, tragic way, but it's played for laughs. And he's a developer at a toy company, and he's about to lose his job. This guy, who his name's Richard, but he goes by Richard, and he's like this douchebag in his office. And so he goes home, and his childhood stuffed animal named Benny comes to life. And Benny talks like really squeaky, and he's like, "Hi, I'm Benny. I love you."
Like a Tickle Me Elmo.
Yeah, perfect example. So he's also going to lose his parents' house because he doesn't have money and he's irresponsible. And there's this repossessor from the bank. I don't know what his actual title would be. But a couple mornings later, Jacob wakes up. I think that's his name, Jacob. And he goes downstairs, and there's blood everywhere and like intestines. And Benny kills these people that do his owner, I don't know, his friend, I guess, wrong. So he runs around with a knife and kills people, because they treated his friend poorly, or they try to take his house, or his boss is mean to him. So he kills his boss's French bulldog.
So it's a little like Jigsaw, like punishing people for mistreating people.
And for something that I just dug out of, no joke, Amazon, they have Amazon free horror movies for you. I kept on just clicking right. And then I saw the poster, and I was like, why the fuck not? It's actually not that bad. It is low budget. There is that caveat, but the CGI little stuffed animal guy looked pretty good. And he goes on this rampage where he kills everybody in the office, and it's pretty cool. And it's one of those movies that it's an English movie, and it's kind of insane. And I read that the dude started filming it in 2014, and because he was doing the special effects and the editing, it wasn't released till 2019. So he obviously worked really hard on it, and you can tell it's like a small budget film. It really only takes place in 2 locations, but it's creative and is funny in a lot of parts. So yeah, I'd recommend it if you're really bored one day and you want to see a killer stuffed animal kill people. But with a really cute Elmo voice.
If I ever have Amazon Prime again, I'll check it out.
Yeah. I was pleasantly surprised. You know what I mean? I was literally just looking for anything to watch that I hadn't seen. Because for some reason, the random movie generator kept on generating the same 4 movies. And I go, oh, this isn't pulling from some...
You've watched so many, it's stuck now.
Yeah. So I did my own random movie generator, and I had fun with it.
Can't recommend. Can't recommend. Did you turn it off and turn it on again?
I did disable the cookies on it, so I'll have to or cleared it from my history, so I'll use it tonight and see what it picks for me. But yeah, that's what I watched this week. Next week, Brad, we have no new film we're watching. It's going to be Filmsplosion 2003, which is really hard to believe was 20 years ago, but it was.
Yeah, it's a list I was looking at, and like I was looking at my list of movies, and it's one of the few times where I just kind of like, I think all 10 I haven't watched much at all in 20 years, which is a weird grouping of movies.
Yeah, it is a different, there is a lot of different films for this year, 2303. I mean, there's like, it spawned a lot of big franchises. I know Pirates of the Caribbean, its first film is in 23.
Yeah, there's a Matrix movie on there. There's other franchises.
Well, technically 2 Matrix films.
Did they do them the same year?
Yeah, Reloaded and Revolutions.
I guess you're right. Yeah.
But yeah, it's Kill Bill is in it.
Yeah.
I mean, who can forget How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days?
Oh, best franchise.
So yeah, and that cinematic classic that I made Henry watch for our 600th episode, The Cat in the Hat.
That's in there. Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna be on all of our lists.
For show. It's be on our list for show. Guys, Jay is like the sweetest guy. What is his line in Superbad? What's that kid's name? I want to make out with him. Have you ever looked into his eyes? He's like the sweetest guy.
Like looking into an angel or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I hate when I can't remember it.
Ugh,
I love
God.
Superbad as well.
It's so sad that I think last month I watched both those movies and I just like cannot quote them. I just like my brain's that far deteriorated.
Yeah. But yeah, I watched Superbad with Laura a couple months ago too, and that movie's freaking genius. I mean, you'll see it later on my favorite 150 favorite films. It does make an appearance on there.
It better.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I literally watched both those movies back to back the same day.
Oh, that's classic.
Yeah.
I mean, this is really fucking stupid. I mean, no offense, but home ec is the stupidest fucking class. Look
No
at
offense.
Nori and Seth over there. They look like they're having fun. And when you think about it, dude, that's when Emma Stone like came out of nowhere, you know?
Yeah.
Look at her now.
I think she blew up from Easy A, but yeah, this is like 3 years before that.
Yeah. And Fogel.
Yeah. Take that vest off. You look like Aladdin.
Muhammad is the most common name. Read a fucking book.
When Seth is inside the liquor store and he's fantasizing about what will happen, and he like comes up against the security guard and he's like, "Oh, what does he say?" And he like slashes the.
I never had a choice.
Yeah. He throws that bottle and hits the old lady in the back of the head. You look fucking Jules.
Where's the alcohol?
I will.
Fuck up, Pinocchio. Anyways, so yeah, we'll do Filmsplosion 2003. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you at the movies. Bye.
Real nerd knows who shot a real nerd can follow the plot and a real nerd will give it all they got. Lights, camera, action. Real nerds.
Thanks for listening to Real Nerds Podcast, a Nebulous Visions production. Stream or download episodes, read articles at realnerdspodcast.com. Stream us on Apple or Google Podcast, Stitcher, Spotify, or iHeartRadio. Follow us on Facebook, Real Nerds Podcast. Twitter and Instagram, @Real Nerds. Watch us on YouTube, Real Nerds Podcast. Email us at realnerds@gmail.com. Call us at 720-6nerds5. Thank you to Sparks Mandrill, Mike at Plan 9 Studios, and Bolognium for all of our groovy theme songs. And that's how you fucking do it.